Tired of marketing feeling like an uphill battle full of algorithms, ads, and empty numbers? You're in the right place. I'm Larissa Werstiak, founder of Joy Joya, a woman-founded marketing agency that helps jewelry brands thrive through compelling stories and authentic connections. For over 8 years, I've been elevating jewelry businesses of all sizes by focusing on heartfelt narratives and strategic content. Think of this podcast as your weekly marketing huddle. Whether you're sipping a latte or tackling your to-do list, I'm here to guide you. So let's toss aside the one-size-fits-all playbook and create a marketing strategy as unique as your brand. You bring the vision, I'll help you shine in a sea of sparkle. Welcome to episode 317, the final episode of the year. And what a year it's been. As I was prepping this episode just for fun, I took a moment to reflect on just how much we accomplished at Joy Joya as a team this year. And I ran a report in our project management tool and saw that as of now, as of the day I'm recording this, we've sent 976 email campaigns on behalf of our clients this year. Yes, almost 1,000. And 268 of those were just in Q4. So yeah, we're definitely a little bit tired, but also we wouldn't trade it for the world. This week, I'm diving into jewelry marketing trends for 2025. I was planning to share 3 predictions originally, but surprise, I've got 5 for you. These are the trends I think will be shaping the industry next year. 1, putting authenticity and humanity back into marketing. 2, greater use of AI, but in a thoughtful and strategic way. 3, originality as the greatest currency. 4, the rise of the in-house influencer. And 5, emphasizing jewelry's longevity and heirloom value. And make sure to stick around for the gold mine today, where I'll be sharing my raw, unfiltered thoughts on what it was really like to market for jewelry brands in 2024. But before I dive in, a quick reminder, this podcast is available in both audio and video formats. You can listen on your favorite podcast platform or watch on YouTube by searching Joy Joya. Support the podcast for free by subscribing and leaving a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you didn't know, I also co-host another podcast, Success with Jewelry, with my friend Liz Kantner, a fellow jewelry marketer and founder of the Stay Gold Collective. We offer a free version on all podcast platforms and YouTube, plus a membership community with extended episodes and extra resources. And if you didn't hear, the Winter 2025 Emerging Jewelry Brand Incubator Grant is officially open for applications. If you have time over the holiday break, I really encourage you to apply. If you're an independent jewelry brand looking to level up, well, listen up. One lucky brand will receive 6 months of full service digital marketing support totally free. That's a whopping $18,000 value. Why do we do this? Well, empowering jewelry business owners is at the heart of everything we do. Whether you're just starting out or already shining bright, we want to help you grow. So here's the scoop. You need to have an active jewelry business with an e-commerce presence. If you're already a Joy Joya fan and love our approach to marketing, that's amazing and a plus. If you applied before but didn't get selected, don't let that stop you. This could be your year. Go to jewelrybrandincubator.com before the deadline of Friday, January 3rd. The application link is in the show notes as well. All right, let's get into the episode, my sparklers. So as the jewelry industry evolves, so do the strategies for reaching and connecting with customers. And I think in 2025, the focus will be on more thoughtful, innovative, and human-centric approaches to marketing, from leveraging AI in an intentional way to emphasizing the timeless value of jewelry. These trends that I'm going to talk about offer exciting opportunities for brands to stand out and build deeper connections with their audiences. So let's dive into the 5 key trends that will be shaping the future of jewelry marketing. Number 1, there's going to be a focus on putting authenticity and humanity back into marketing. I often talk about the importance of authentic storytelling on this podcast. And recently I came across a Google Trend report that really inspired me and encouraged me to talk more about this particular trend. So this report highlights what they call mindful marketing as a concept that's gaining traction for next year. This is what they say in the report. People want a break from information overload. Search interest in dopamine fasting has skyrocketed by 6 times this year, with people actively seeking refuge from overstimulation. 2/3 of consumers admit they delay or avoid making decisions when they're faced with too many options or information. And this presents a unique opportunity for brands to cut through the noise and forge more meaningful connections instead of overwhelming consumers. Take a more mindful approach to your marketing, end quote. Well, reflecting on that, I can't be the only one who found this year's Black Friday and Cyber Monday super overwhelming, especially if you were following bigger brands. There's this pressure to constantly market and say more. But personally, I struggle to keep up with that flood of information as a consumer, even from the brands I really love. Of course, it's important to show up. It's important to be consistent. I mean, we sent almost 1,000 emails this year for our clients, so we know what that's all about. But overall, being intentional and authentic and quality over quantity matters. I think it's better to focus on your loyal fans and keep things simple, guide them towards something they'll love, give them suggestions, work on your merchandising instead of trying to cater to everyone or bombarding them with excessive marketing. Number 2 trend, AI is here to stay. And while not everyone loves it, I believe it can be a powerful tool when it's used thoughtfully. At its best, AI can be a brainstorming partner that can really help you broaden your thinking and boost efficiency. And for those of you running a one-person operation, using AI can actually make it feel like you've suddenly gained a team member. That being said, AI is not a replacement for a solid business and marketing strategy. It's not a shortcut to achieving your goals, but it can be a valuable partner in your creative process. When you use AI intentionally and with a strategy behind it, you're no longer limited by your own perspective. You can use it to explore fresh ideas for your content, even repurpose existing materials into something new and engaging for your audience. And if content creation feels like a chore for you, AI can make the process easier by helping you supercharge your existing work and craft a more cohesive brand story. If you've tried AI before and felt like it didn't get you, don't write it off yet. I want you to treat it like a conversation. Give it examples, feedback, and clear input, and you'll start to find that it can produce amazing results for you. My number 3 trend is that I really think originality is going to become the greatest currency you can have for your jewelry brand. AI's growing presence, for people that aren't using it intentionally, means it's more important than ever to distinguish your brand. I've said it before, I'll say it again, originality is your greatest asset in marketing. The brands that are failing to use AI creatively will just blur together because it will all just be more of the same. But the ones that take bold, innovative steps and are always trying new things, evolving with customer preferences, customer demands, those will be the brands that will stand out in 2025. One really great example, and I'm thinking of this because I was recently wowed by their Black Friday marketing, is Melanie Casey Jewelry. Out of all the brands I follow, not just in jewelry, it was my favorite this Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend. They have this one Instagram reel where I guess it's their social media marketing team set up this like domino effect in their office using supplies and packing materials. And the video just follows the chain reaction of this domino effect. And at the end, they have their sale announcement. It's kind of hard to explain this video or put it into words. You just have to go to their Instagram to see it. But the main thing is it wasn't polished. It wasn't overproduced, but it was really hilarious, got a ton of engagement. It was captivating, and I still haven't forgotten about it. Weeks later, I'm still thinking about it. I might even remember it next Black Friday. It was risky. It was creative. It wasn't perfect, as I said, but it was really well executed. And that's not something that AI can replicate. Maybe AI can give you an idea for something like that, but you have to bring it to life and connect it back to your brand and make sure it fits into your strategy. This is all the kind of originality that will leave a lasting impression for your audience. Number 4 trend, the in-house influencer. Okay, this idea might seem like a bit of a wild card, but hear me out. Recently, I came across this LinkedIn post. I regret not saving it because I cannot find it now. But it was about how more companies are hiring in-house influencers or brand ambassadors, whatever you want to call them. And these individuals take on the role of showing behind-the-scenes moments and really becoming the social media facing representative of the brand. This concept isn't entirely new, but it's really been gaining traction lately. There's also nothing wrong with working with traditional influencers, like partnering with them for a one-off or a short relationship. Maybe that's a great fit for your brand. But some businesses are choosing to hire someone either as an employee or a freelancer to be that dedicated face of the brand. Someone that really represents the heart and soul, can be dependable, can produce consistently great content. And this approach can be particularly appealing if you're a maker or designer who doesn't really want to step into the spotlight yourself. By bringing in an in-house influencer, you can ensure there's a consistent and relatable personality representing your brand without the pressure having to fall on you. And the last trend I want to talk about today is emphasizing jewelry's longevity and heirloom value. In 2025, I think more jewelry brands will be focusing their marketing on the longevity and heirloom quality of their pieces, especially if they actually make super high quality jewelry. Consumers are growing increasingly frustrated by the declining quality of products like fast fashion, just apparel in general. Quality seems to be declining. Jewelry can offer a compelling contrast because it can be a purchase that lasts. Even as material costs rise, like gold, well-made jewelry stands out as an investment that endures far beyond most other goods, like clothing. A sweater might wear out, it could go out of style, it could no longer fit, but jewelry can be resized, repaired, and enjoyed for decades. This shift toward valuing longevity really aligns with consumer desires for things like sustainability and even meaning in the purchases that they make. So highlighting these qualities in your marketing not only appeals to customers seeking value, but again, also positions jewelry as a timeless, meaningful addition to their lives rather than a throwaway thing. Hey, maybe it could even be passed down to future generations. So if it applies to you, emphasize durability. Emphasize the emotional significance of heirloom pieces. That way you can strengthen the connection that you have with your audience who's tired of all those disposable things out there. Anyway, these trends that I mentioned, the 5 from this episode, show that the future of jewelry marketing is not just about keeping up with technology or industry shifts. It's about connecting with customers on a deeper level. That's what we're going to see the most of in 2025 from the brands that choose to step outside of the box, whether through authenticity, originality, or a focus on longevity. Brands that embrace these trends will really position themselves as leaders in this increasingly competitive market. So what do you think? I'd love to hear what you think will be trending in marketing in the new year. Let me know in a comment on YouTube or DM me on Instagram. All right, sparklers, it's time for the gold mine where I share personal stories from my entrepreneurial journey and connect them to impactful marketing lessons. In this week's gold mine, I want to share some raw personal reflections on 2024. It was a tough year for many jewelry brands, and I saw it firsthand. Clients and even business owners I speak with regularly described it as one of their hardest years yet, especially those businesses that are newer to market and still trying to gain traction. We can think back to like 2020 and the pandemic, which was, of course, very challenging, especially for brands that were relying on in-person sales. But this year, 2024, felt really tough for e-commerce. Many consumers were pulling back on spending beyond essential items. And of course, that hit jewelry hard because, hey, jewelry might be essential for us, but not for everyone else. Buyers were becoming more intentional with their purchases. Sometimes they were waiting for like a good sale to make a decision. All that being said, it's not universal. I have talked to brands that defied all those odds and they had an incredible year. But after being in this industry for almost 9 years now, I'd say 2024 was one of the most difficult I've seen for the majority of people that I interact with on a regular basis. So if you have a good experience, I want to know about it. Adding to all the challenges, economically, just consumer behavior wise, there was a lot of stuff to navigate to in 2024. Social media platforms were making visibility and reach really difficult. Email marketing had new authentication requirements from Google and Yahoo. There's rising gold prices, which forced a lot of fine jewelry brands to rethink their pricing. Business owners are grappling with questions about discounting, timing their promotions, especially around this holiday season and Black Friday, and also adjusting marketing strategies when the thing that's been working forever suddenly stops working. And I saw that a lot this year. And let's not forget AI. How can we not talk about that in a conversation about 2024? Figuring out how to use it effectively while maintaining brand integrity and avoiding mistakes, that was a whole other hurdle. It's been a lot. For me and my team, navigating these challenges on behalf of our clients has been difficult and sometimes overwhelming. We're really invested in what our clients are experiencing. So we feel and take on all the ups and downs of this ever-changing landscape right alongside them. And it can be really hard to balance those feelings while also figuring out ways to help them adapt and succeed. But hey, that's what gets us to wake up in the morning and inspires us to keep doing better all the time. All that being said, I'm optimistic about the new year. I'm looking forward to 2025. I think there are huge opportunities for jewelry brands that are ready to tell unique stories, that are ready to stand out creatively. There are more tools than ever to support you. Having a strong business strategy, a solid merchandising plan, and a clear understanding of your target audience, those things are essential. You'll always have to keep doing that. That's not going to change. Those are foundational elements that will be key to turning all the amazing tools you have at your fingertips into meaningful growth. I also think everything in this industry is cyclical. Many jewelry e-commerce brands experienced massive booms in 2022, which in a way kind of led to complacency for some of them. They keep relying on the same strategies, assuming that those strategies will continue to work. But time marches on. The market evolves. The key is to adapt, stay on your toes, and keep pushing forward. So how was your 2024? Honest answers only. I genuinely love to hear about your experience. If you had a banner year, let me tell you something. You're a rock star and I want to celebrate you. Send me a DM on Instagram or leave a comment on YouTube. I can't wait to hear your stories. I want to wish you all a very happy holiday season and a joyful new year. I'll be back in 2025 with a brand new episode on January 5th. In the meantime, don't forget to apply to the grant at jewelrybrandincubator.com. I like to think it's an incredible opportunity and I'd love to see some of you in the applications. Take care, and I'll see you in the new year. And that's it for today. If you want to reach out, you can always email me Larissa. That's LARYSSA @joyjoya.com. And if you love this podcast, please share it with a friend who'd appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe as well as leave a review on Apple Podcasts. If you're completely new to digital marketing, you want to purchase and read a copy of my book, Jewelry Marketing Joy, visit joyjoya.com/book for more information.